Hi, I'm Bernadette. I'm Hannah. Jesus, you homo. This is the video where we tell you the rest of our know by year rules, our goals, and all of this stuff that has to do with the know by year. Just getting ready for the know by year. The reason why we started the know by year is because 2020, obviously with COVID, being laid off twice and all of that, created a lot of debt. When your income gets cut that drastically, it's, you rely on credit for something. So we want to become debt free by the end of 2021. I've got rewards. There's clothes that I would like to buy, like buying a conditioner that I actually like instead of just using up the crap that I bought that I don't like. There's a pen eyeliner that I want to get. I use up all these household cleaners that Hannah had before we moved in together and then that were left here by the previous tenants. And if I use them up, I want to get a cleaner that I actually like, which is the Simple Green cleaner, which is my favorite cleaner. No, I never buy it because I've got all this stuff to use up here. So we created a budget for groceries for the year. And keep in mind, this is Canada, so our dollar is different than the American dollar.
And grocery prices differ from province to province.
And we live in Alberta.
Our meat's cheap.
Yeah, but other things are not cheap. So our grocery budget for the whole year is $6,000 total. That's a generous budget because that lumps in all of our toiletries and household things and toilet paper and all of that. We're not restricting ourselves. We're just going to stay under that. But we're not going to be like starving or anything for our know by year. It's just that we're living on a budget and not shopping willy-nilly, and we're keeping track. And I made a spreadsheet for all of this stuff as well that I'll keep track of everything on so we could see exactly where our money goes as well. These are all things I'm not buying. I'm not buying sponges. There are plenty of other things you can use instead of sponges, or that I can use instead of sponges. It's not a... Are you serious? My friend Joni had made me some little scrubbies years ago. My sister, who recently passed away, I found a little scrubby thing that she made. I can use those things, and I don't need to buy sponges.
I can teach my mom how to make her own.
Yeah, I could make my own things too. I mean, we've got craft supplies at home, so there's no reason why I need to buy sponges. I'm not going to buy any cleaning supplies at all. I'm not going to buy any laundry products either. If I run out of something, I'm just going to make it. I've got everything here that I need to make this stuff. When COVID first started, I went to the grocery store and it was a bit unnerving to go down the aisle and see no laundry detergent at all. So when I got home, we had only had the one jug of laundry detergent. I went online and found a recipe for laundry detergent that involved things that I had around the house anyway, and I made it. It works just fine, so I can just keep making it this year. I don't need to buy laundry detergent. I'm not buying Swiffer products. I'm not buying glasses this year.
You ready for a fun fact?
What?
You know how you use washing soda for it? You can just buy baking soda and you just put it in the oven for like 10 minutes.
Really?
Yeah, to make your own washing soda. It's just dehydrated baking soda.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I can do that.
So it gets even cheaper.
I'm not allowed to buy a car until I'm debt-free and have a permanent full-time position somewhere. When ordering online, you know how you get on Amazon and then you're almost at the free shipping and then you're like, okay, well, I'll just look for one more thing and get that thing, right? So I'm not doing that. If I only need one thing, I can put it in my cart, but I'm not buying it until there's more things that I actually need, and then I can buy it to get the free shipping. But I'm not paying for shipping, and I'm not...
We already practiced that with ColourPop too. There was like the whole BOGO deal, and then they had a 50% off deal the next day. I'm so mad because that was a better deal. But I asked Mom what she wanted, and what I wanted / needed and what she wanted / needed didn't add up to $60. So I just paid the shipping and used a 10% coupon, and it was less than $60. Still. So I feel like that's a win.
That is a total win. Good job. We're not buying any household items, like no bakeware, no
spatulas,
furniture, storage containers, any of that, unless something important breaks. Like if something breaks and there's a workaround, we use the workaround. But if something breaks and there's no workaround, like it's our kettle or our microwave. Well, even with a microwave, there's a workaround. You could use the oven. We have to assess the workaround before we purchase something. I'm not spending money on dating The only thing that I think I could spend money on for dating would be to dress nice, because all I have pretty much are very professional business clothes that I'm too fat for right now, or athletic clothes, and one dress. Clothes is not really an off-limits thing. I just really have to have a really good reason and talk about it with Hannah so that we agree that it's a good reason, because we're each other's sounding board for our no-buy year. If we run out of mascara, which I don't think we will, we are only allowed to buy a drugstore priced item. It has to be either a fancy brand that's on sale, or it has to be, something that's, $14 or less kind of thing. Canadian $14, which is like $8 US. I'm not allowed to get my nails done unless it's a special occasion like a wedding. And I'm not buying garbage bags. With COVID, they won't bag your groceries if you bring your own bags. And with my fibromyalgia, I actually need someone to bag my groceries, and Hannah can't always go with me grocery shopping to bag them. I end up with all these plastic bags now, and I'm using them. I have no budget for getting my hair cut or colored. It's something I only do twice a year. It's not something I'm excessive about. It's not something I spend an enormous amount of money on. So there's no budget for that. There's also no budget for me to go to the dermatology clinic to get laser treatments and stuff, because this is how I deal with my skin right now, because the medications alone are not working. And I'm certainly not going to let my skin just completely erupt.
Hard mode.
I have to go to therapy at least twice in 2021. I think everybody who survived 2020 needs to go to therapy now. So I'm going to therapy at least twice, but not more than 18 times. We're only buying hair or makeup tools if the last of that item becomes completely unusable. We're only buying takeout up to 12 times this year. When I was working overtime, I was working like 70 hours a week while Hannah was in finals, and we ended up ordering takeout a lot. When I'm talking about these limits, it doesn't mean, oh yeah, they get takeout 12 times a year. That's our limit. We're going to try to do these things 0 times, but we are allowed to do it up to that many times if it comes to that, right? I'm allowed to spend up to $150 on fun things for myself this year. When Halloween Kills comes out, the next Halloween movie, I would really like to see that, and I don't think that's something that should be off limits if we're allowed to ever go to movie theaters again. I'm allowed up to 24 Uber rides. Sometimes in Calgary, it's below -20, and normally I walk or take...
What's your unit? -20 what?
Minus...
Freedom or like Canadian?
Well, both. It can be -20 freedom or Canadian. It can be -40. That's the same in both, and it gets that cold here. There are times when it gets so cold and dry in Calgary that my feet actually crack. I'm taking really good care of them right now, and I hope it doesn't happen. But if my feet starts cracking, I'm going to a professional, and I'm allowed to do that up to 4 times this year if necessary. I can have a maximum of 12 physical therapy or massage appointments. Sorry for the abrupt cutoff. There's a few things that I wanted to add to my spreadsheet, so I'm adding them here. We're not buying Crest White strips this year. Toothpaste, we have to be on the last ones. Toothbrushes, I think we're good for the whole year. We've got 10 backup things of cotton rounds. I'm not counting the cotton balls, but I'll put that on my spreadsheet as well. We'll see how many we get through this year. I can't imagine that we could possibly need more Q-tips than this year. I'm going to put these 5 bars of soap on my spreadsheet as well, and these 3 refill packages of liquid soap. Now here's Hannah.
So my rewards/goals is my boyfriend and I want to save up to go to Japan when we're able to actually travel again. I want to be debt free. I need to save up for a new snake cage for Ursula, because honestly I just MacGyvered 2 IKEA shelves together, which is cheap and it works, but it's not the best situation, and if we ever move, it has to go in the garbage. It's not coming apart. And then after dealing with Mr. Peanut's vet stuff, I need to have more savings for the vet. This isn't in order of priority. Makeup wise, I want to be able to if I complete my project pan, I want to be able to get a new Anastasia Beverly Hills cream contour palette or a dupe, because I don't think that exists anymore. I want to get my pole fixed so I can keep doing Mr. Peanut's physio, his noodle physio that I haven't been doing. We over tightened it and I can't get it back together or properly apart. And I want to get a new mattress. Those are my rewards and goals for 2020 in theory. Inventory wise, I guess I want to see like a third of my stationery used up. I have so much stationery. I want to have all my fabric fit on one of our industrial shelves because we have two and it's a sight to behold. I want my washi tape gone. I hate it. I hate Michael's washi tape so much. It's so bad. I used Japanese ones prior to the Michael's one. I was like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna buy a buttload. It's still here to this day. I want like reasonable paper storage because I have so many binders from school that are useful, which is a problem with my program, is that everything's useful so you keep it. I need to figure something out that, and I don't have specs for this yet, but I want to do more downsizing and eventually have access to all 4 of my dresser doors instead of 2. My goal is also not to buy Nestle products because I want to save orangutans. I want to actually be able to sell things instead of being like, oh yeah, I'm totally gonna sell that 1 year later, and then I didn't sell it and I just put another snake in it. I want to make more clothes instead of buy, and then if I can't make it, I want to get it secondhand because the environment. So the goal is like mindful spending. I think I said that. But I'm not allowed to buy. It's wrapping paper. I hate wrapping paper. It's dumb. I can just use fabric scraps if I really need to, but really I can just throw it at the person. That's a surprise, right? I'm not allowed to buy stickers because I have a problem. I'm not allowed to buy any stationery, like no journals, pens, or fabric pencils. I have so many fabric pencils. I'm also not allowed to get Starbucks or takeout because I am a basic white girl. Except that there's a gift card, so if someone gives me a gift card, I can do the thing. I have to use up all my job-related materials before I can get new stuff. And then, kinda gross, don't care. I wanted to like use up all my tampons and get a Diva cup because environment.
That's not gross.
Periods are gross.
Periods are a natural part of life.
Yeah, but that doesn't make it less gross. It's just natural and there.
Yeah, and people need to talk more about periods like they're a normal thing instead of being like...
Just tampons and periods. Diva cup. That was like my straight nose. I'm not getting glasses or contacts either because I have so many. I don't need more. If I manage to break 4 pairs of glasses in a year, that's gonna be a repeat of my childhood. So if there's cons, I need to set a budget. If it's in my province, it's going to be tickets plus like a dream fig, which is a really specific list of anime figs I want, or a really specific artist poster. I can't just buy things willy-nilly. But yeah, it's going to be more strict budget, and if I somehow manage to leave the province for one, that'd be nice, and I'd have to budget accordingly for that. I'm allowed to get sewing and drafting stuff if it's broken or I manage to melt it again. I'm allowed to get 2 haircuts a year, but I'm going to go to the hair school to get it done because they need people to come in so they can get hours to graduate, and it's really affordable, and I liked how my hair turned out. I can't style it. I'm not a wizard. So that's my mid-ground stuff, and then my budgets, my snake vet stuff, it doesn't have a budget. Like I will sell my kidney to make sure my snakes are fine. I called this tiny thank yous, so for my boyfriend, like the tiny little things, because he likes McDonald's, which I wouldn't buy it for myself, I'd buy it for him as a thank you. I have $150 for the year. My medication has no budget. I need the things for all the things that I buy. Holy shit, brain, having a stroke. The teeny thank yous and dates are different, so the date budget's $500 for the year. And then I'm allowed to get dress forms and mannequins as long as they're secondhand and or on sale, because I have dress forms but I don't have any mannequins to display stuff on. Like they don't got legs or arms.
They're better that way.
Yeah, it's a bit better. I can get my Juki fixed once I have time again, and then for photo shoots and stuff I'm allowed to spend $600 for the year.
Bye!
Peace!
Hi, I'm Baby Nuss, and I am a subscription noodle. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Okay, I sleep now.